So maybe today, if we put the blanket under, we can do it in a slightly different fashion. So
Let me go get
a towel, you know, whatever object like this you have at home. But maybe today we roll it up and put it sideways across under the chest and have it kind of lifting the heart up. So you can make the roll however big or small you want it to be. I think I'm going to go the fatter way.
Do what?
And you just roll it up.
Yeah.
And you're going to lie down on it so that your arms just go above. Oops, I'm too low. So your arms are just above when you kind of feel cactus arms. So it's upper back, but not to the top. And you want it to feel like it's lifting your sternum, your chest, your heart, up towards the ceiling. And you give some stretch across your chest and your shoulders, so you lay kind of cactus arms and then a blanket or your towel or whatever you have right here under. And it goes along the bottom half of your shoulder blades. Okay, all right, so I'm just gonna mute you guys so that we don't have like background stuff going on, but feel free to unmute yourselves if you need to communicate with me and tell me something. Because I probably, if you type something in the chat, I don't know if I'll notice that it's there. Because you know, I'm kind of nearsighted and then I have to back up. And like I can sort of see it, but there's no way I could read it. And it would be easier to just talk. So if you need to tell me something, communicate with me. Feel free to do that. All right, meanwhile, hopefully you're comfortable on your blanket or your towel or whatever you have over there. And you're relaxed and breathing deeply. Your legs can be straight out like Shavasana. You can bend your knees up and have them knock in towards each other. This is especially good if your low back feels a little bit tender. You can tuck the tailbone, right? Lay the sacrum towards the floor. Or you can Supta Baddha Konasana and go soles of the feet together and the knees out wide. So this is nice too. Whatever feels good in your body, do that. And you can always change the legs. We're not an actual Shavasana, so you can move your legs if at any point you feel like, oh, this isn't working for me anymore. I have to change. You know, go for it. Meanwhile, let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale through your nose. Fill your chest and use your breath to expand the chest and deepen the stretch. And then sigh it out. Just let your body deflate, let the ribs drop, let your belly drop. And do that again. Inhale. Stretch your chest with your breath. Fill up, biggest breath. And release it. Sigh, soften, ribs pull in. All right, one more time, big breath. Fill it up all the way up. Let's hold it. Try and relax. And then sip in some more. Inhale more. Hold that. Big breath. And sigh. Release it and soften. Okay, so start to breathe in and out through your nose. But I am going to just give a quick talk about, not talk really, but so you can try it in a second, of Sitali, or Sitali. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, to be perfectly honest, but it's a pranayama, a breath work, that is a cooling breath, right? So Sitali, possibly, is pretty simple, and you can do it in a variety of ways. Typically, the breath, you do Sitali with your tongue curled into a straw, and you just pull your breath through the curled up tongue. So now if you can't make your tongue do the straw shape, which not everybody can, you can just kind of have your teeth together and just pull the breath through your teeth. And it'll give you a similar cooling effect. So you can pull the breath through the straw and feel a kind of cool breath, or just touching the teeth, lightly touching the front teeth, and then pulling the breath through the teeth, and you'll get that same. So, right, it's not too warm just yet, but you know, maybe it will be, I don't know, it's gonna be hot today. So if at any point you feel like that would be useful, a little bit of a cooling breath, feel free to just do that anytime, right? It's appropriate at any point where you feel like I could just use a little bit of coolness right now. You're all super cool, I don't mean it like that, but a cooling breath. I mean, obviously. So feel free to practice that a couple of times, and it's useful. You don't have to save it for just your practice either. You can do that whenever, you know. So, Sitali, nice cooling breath. Okay, so while you're still lying on your blanket, excuse me, I just like to use this opportunity to get some little bit of movement in the shoulders. So keep your legs however they are, or adjust them if you need to, if you feel like you're not, if your low back isn't comfortable, you just need to adjust, move your legs. And then just slowly start to sweep the arms out and overhead. Slowly, gently bringing the arms out and up. Take your time. The backs of your hands just gently brushing the floor. Oh, and just easy, right? Easy. You don't feel don't feel like you have to do anything super extreme right now, right? Just easy stretch. And then gently back down. And you can, as you bring the arms down, maybe linger in the places that feel extra good and stretchy. And you can let the hands come lower than the line of the shoulder, but if the blanket or your towel doesn't get in the way. However much, you can stop where it feels appropriate, and then do that again. Take your time. Just slowly, and again, if you feel a good spot, you're like, that's stretched, you can just stay there. Until the arms get all the way overhead, and again, just easy overhead. You don't have to reach through the fingertips or get super active. We'll do that in a second. Slowly bring the arms back down. I'm just gonna prop on these other lights. And one more time. And one more time, sweeping the arms out and overhead, slowly, a slow sweep. And this time, as the arms get to overhead, let's turn the palms to face each other and get a little bit more active in the arms. Slide the shoulder blades away from the tops of your shoulders so you have some space at the top, right? Wrap the pinky edges of the hands in towards each other. And then see if you can hug the tips of your ribs. Motorcycle. Hug the tips of your ribs in to get a little activation in your abs. Great, breathe into this. And instead of sweeping the arms out to the sides, let's bring them straight up towards the ceiling. Slowly bring them up. Reaching the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Get palms facing. And from here, if your legs will let you, legs out long, right? Or you can bend your knees. Either way. You can tuck the tailbone under them, right? So push into your feet and tuck the tail. Take an inhale. And kind of like you're rising from the dead, peel yourself up. Don't come all the way up, but just reach forward, right? Reach through the fingertips. Use the blanket so you get a little extra lift, or a little fulcrum. Lengthen the tailbone long, and then lower down. So you can do that with your knees bent if that's better for your lower back. Slowly, let's let the arms come all the way overhead and then right back up. Right back up. Heel up, tailbone under. Right, reaching forward, legs active. Right, slowly down. All the way down. All right, if your knees are bent for this last one, let's send them out long because we're going to try and sit up. So curl up, pull the ribs in, and peel yourself up off your blanket and sit all the way up. Oh. And relax your arms. Give them a little shrug, a little shake. Your abs, just a little bit of abs, right? Okay, let's sit. Since we're kind of already sitting, let's sit cross-legged and here we go. You don't have to sit cross-legged, I guess. Sit comfortably. Palms out. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, press in the palms. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Pausing here, thumbs to the sternum. Drop the chin. Gaze at the fingertips. Close your eyes. Setting your intention for practice. So reaffirming why you came onto your mat is a lovely intention, right? If you have something else that you'd like to set as your intention, awesome. All right, well, we'll just listen, pay attention, be present. Right, I was part of my busy morning, but I was messaging back and forth with Liz a little bit, and we were saying how like there's so much negativity and there's so much stress and unknown, and people are a little bit freaking out, and I know, and I get it, I see all that stuff too, and so it just brought me back to like the present moment, right? This moment is our refuge from all of that stuff. What's happening right here, right now, right? What's happening in our bodies, what's happening with our breath. Just, right, be in the moment, experience this moment, right? And we can take a break from all of that. And I'm not saying don't pay attention or whatever. Like, of course, we need to be informed. But, right, when it starts to just feel like, too much, you don't have to keep doing that, right? Set it aside, turn it off, right? And just be in your body. Like, do a down dog, do some cat-cow, do a happy baby, just drop in, right? Take a moment to be present, right? You don't have to do that stuff all day long, right? Right, so here we are. Like, you're doing it right now. We're going to give ourselves this lovely gift of many, many, many minutes to pay attention, to drop in. So I invite you to use this opportunity, right? To just be here now. Listen to your body, your breath. Right, feel the feels. All right, take an inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Release your hands down. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, or if you'd like to open them, go for it. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms inside out. Take a stretch up towards the ceiling. Melt the shoulder blades down your back. Press up through the pinkies. Sorry, that is not true. Press up through your thumbs, through your index finger. Do that. Soften the rib tips in. Take another inhale. Try and get a little taller. Squeeze your arms straight. Exhale, turn to the left. Rotating to the left. So as you do this, can you move the right side of the waist back, right? Back from whence it came. Move your right hip back. And just rotate your ribs, your shoulders. You probably won't be able to turn as much. It's okay, right? Pull the right side of the waist back. Sit the right sit bone down. Rotate the ribs. Rotate the shoulders, your head, your neck, right? That's the easy part. One more breath right here. Press it through the palms. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, lift your chest. Keep that same work. Press the right side of the waist back. Rotate your shoulders, your ribs, the thoracic spine, right? So bring your attention to the bottom rib and then start to move your attention up and see if you can get that part of your spine to rotate one vertebrae at a time. Maybe even closing your eyes to feel that more. One more breath, long neck. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Oh, and gently release it. Unravel back to center. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so let's do the other direction. Inhale, reach up. Do the opposite interlace. So you're putting the other thumb on top, the other pinky under. Grow tall. Melt the shoulder blades down and soften the rib tips in. Squeeze the arms. They won't be straight unless you make them straight, right? So squeeze. Press up through the thumbs. Hug the ribs in. Keep doing those two things, right? Get tall, inhale. Okay, here we go. Rotate the ribs, the shoulders. So as you turn to the right, draw the left side of the waist back towards whence it came. I was gonna say the back of the room, but I don't know, you guys, some of you are outside. So, right, pull the left side of the waist back so that your hips, your belly button is pointing forward. Your belly button is pointing straight ahead and your ribs are rotating. My back is cracking as I do this. Right, bring your attention to the bottom rib and one vertebrae at a time. See if you can get a little more rotation while you pull the left side of your waist back and point your belly button straight ahead. Ooh, keep the twist, release the arms. So your left hand comes across to your right knee. Sit up tall, pull the left side of the waist back, try and keep your belly button pointing straight ahead. And rotate. You probably won't be able to rotate as much as you usually do. It's okay. Right? We're really isolating the movement in the upper back. Lift the chest, lengthen through the crown of the head. Right? Drop. I can feel the left side keep trying to pull forward. So bring it back. Right? Keep the low back neutral. Oh, right? One more breath. Unravel to center. Oh, okay. I got make myself a little sweaty. Switch the cross. Switch the cross of your legs. And let's just take a side stretch. Reach up, inhale. Exhale over, let's go to the left. Oh, stretch the right side. Soften the left shoulder down and just appreciate, right? Muscles did some work there. Let the stretch feel good. So don't feel like you have to get anywhere in particular, just a comfortable, good feeling stretch. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale over to the other side. So here too, rooting through the sit bone. Right, send the left sit bone down into the floor. And just lean in however much. Right, just let it feel good, spacious, so nice. Come back up to center, reach up, inhale. Exhale, release the arms down. Just feel the feels. Nice. Let's do some cat-cow and get some flexion and extension going in the spine. All right. So we will have moved the spine in all the ways already. What? Get your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Inhale. Oh, lift the chest, lift the sit bones. Exhale. Rounding the spine. Inhale, come forward. So this too, right, let it feel good in your body. Take your time. Right, maybe you lean a little forward. Lean a little bit back. Okay, let's do one more. Inhale, drawing the heart forward, lifting the sit bones. Exhale as you round. Let's take a breath in the child's pose. Just sitting back. Okay, maybe it'll be a couple of breaths, but just a moment to let the spine kind of soften and lengthen. And then know that you can take a break here anytime you need to, right? Child's pose is also, it's a refuge as well when you need a break from practice. All righty, well, that's enough of that. Let's get up and downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward, tuck your toes, lifting the hips. If you like, pedal the heels, shake out your head, right? would feel good and help you get a little more settled when you're downward facing. Got a little crick in my neck. There we go. I have a teenage daughter in my neck. Maybe Tara, you do too, but you know, just shake it out. Shake it out. Settle into your down dog as you can. Can you hug that outer upper arm in? So you have this kind of line of the tricep on the back of your arm. Can you wrap that around? Squeeze it in towards center. Your triceps hopefully are working hard right now. Press the thumb down. Press the index finger knuckle down. Shift forward to plank. Inhale. Let's head back to down dog. Exhale. Inhale forward. Tailbone under. Exhale back. Down dog. Let's do that again. Forward. Inhale. Long spine. Active legs. Lean in. Exhale. Forward to plank. High on the tippy toes. Lean forward. Lower down. Bend the elbows. Come all the way down to the floor. Scooch back a little bit. Reach your hands back. Let's do a couple rounds of Shalabhasana. So here too, using the upper back the most, right? Can we keep the low back relatively neutral and really get the upper back to do this Shalabhasana for us? So let's keep the feet on the floor for a second. Let's turn the palms to face down. We'll do that too. Okay. Melt the pubic bone down and then to the base of the ribs, right? One vertebrae at a time. Coil it in and start to lift your head, your chest up off the floor, right? Move your attention up your spine, up, towards your neck, right? Coil that in, curl the tailbone under, right? Press it down. Activate the upper back. Take another breath. Coil it in right between your shoulder blades. And then bring it down. Down, all the way down. It is possible to do it in your upper back. It's just not easy because your low back really wants to do the back bend. So we have to go slowly, right? Be super mindful. Okay, so hopefully your low back feels like it didn't really do very much. That's the goal, right? Minimal lower back. So press the pubic bone down right now. That'll help keep the length here. And then get right to the base of your ribs, right? That bottom rib, it's kind of bra strap-ish, right? Coil the spine in right from there. Coil it in, one vertebrae at a time. Move your attention up your back, in between your shoulder blades, right to the base of your neck, lifting the chest, lift your legs. Press the pubic bone down, coil in the spine, inhale, exhale, lower. Okay, right, mobilizing the upper back, Of course, we have to do it one more time. Super slow motion. Okay, turn the palms to face down. I sort of left that part out in that second one. Curl the tailbone under, so your pubic bone is pressing down to the floor. Bottom rib, right, here we go. Coil it in, slowly lift. Right, waking up the upper back. Wake it up, press the pubic bone down, float the legs. Right, coil it in, lift a little higher. Sweep the arms overhead, shoulder blades away from your neck. Lift the thumbs to the ceiling, inhale, and bring it down. Exhale. Oh my goodness. You're back. All right. Plant your palms by your ribs. Whew. Tuck your toes. I'm still doing knees plank, but feel free to do regular plank. Take an inhale. Exhale. Press the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. There we go. Right, you can sigh the breath out. Right, let your spine lengthen. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the floor between your thumbs. Right, lengthen. One more breath. Inhale, press the thighs back. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to hands. Oh, a breath in the forward fold just because that feels good. And then lift up halfway, inhale, back down, exhale, all the way up. Firm the glutes, sweep the arms, maybe look up, press the palms, exhaling the hands to the heart. A breath here. I feel the feels. Standing tall in Tadasana. And again, feel free to close your eyes or have your eyes open, whatever is better for you in this moment. Release your hands down, turn the palms out. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, hinging at the hips to fold in half. Inhale, lift up halfway, firm the glutes. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way back up, strong legs. Exhaling, hands through the midline, and let's keep going. Hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, right foot back. Big step, knee down, flatten the foot. Inhale, lift up. Take a breath here to pull the hip bones up and maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee. Right, grab your right wrist in your left hand and go up and over to the side. So you're stretching your right side. Right, leaning over. One more breath, maybe rotating the gaze to the ceiling. Then coming back to center, turn the palms to face, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the floor, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, step to plank. Right. Wrists under your shoulders, or maybe shoulders over your wrists, maybe slightly forward of your wrists. Get high on the tippy toes, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, slowly lower to the floor, flatten the feet, tailbone under, lift the chest, inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Okay, same mobilization of the upper back, right? Curl the tailbone under. Inhale, coil the spine in. You can use your hands, right? Lift a little higher, stretch your belly, press the pubic bone down. Oh, lower to the floor. So lift your chin as much as that feels okay in your neck. Don't go like all the way dropping your head back, but you can definitely lift the chin and then lengthen through the back of the neck. So let's do that one more time. Press the feet, tailbone under, inhale, coil up. Right, so lifting up, but don't just collapse your head back. Right, lengthen up, lift up through the back of the head. Coil the spine in. One more breath, pubic bone down and lower. All the way down. Ha. Take a breath. Tuck your toes. Strong legs. Hug the elbows in. Use your abs. Pull the belly in. Press the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. All right. Let's reach the right leg up into the air. Turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. Oh, stretch my quads are sore. Oh, okay. I did this crazy workout on Tuesday and my quads are sore. All right. Straighten your leg, square your hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, lean your nose. All right. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, knee to your nose, knee to your left arm. Try and touch above your elbow. Come back to center, lift the leg up and back. Inhale. One more time like that, knee to your nose. Touch the left arm. Touch your left wrist. Touch above your elbow, lift. Reach it up and back, inhale. Exhale, foot between the hands. Step forward, back knee down, flatten the foot. Come up on Anjaneyasana. Whew. Tailbone long. All right, melt the hips forward. Or maybe just think about it as bending your front knee a little bit more. Hip bones up. Grab the left wrist and your right hand. Up and over. Oh, stretch the left side. Maybe bend a little deeper. It'll help to deepen the stretch. You don't have to do that. Tailbone long here too. Kind of try and lengthen it down towards the floor. Back to center. Palms face. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knees. Step forward. Top of the mat. Inhale. Lift halfway. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Lift up all the way. Exhale. Bring the hands to the heart. Keep going. Hands down, palms out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. This time, left foot steps back. Bring the back knee down, flatten the foot. Inhale, sweep up. Hands to the heart, lengthen forward. And then bring your left hand to the floor. Reach the right arm to the sky. Coming into the twist. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee. Lunge twist. Reach up. And then bring the top hand down. Find your plank pose. Step back. Pause. Right tailbone under. Lean forward. We're going to lower for a count of 5. 4. Tuck the elbows in. 3. 2. Get a little closer. 1. And all the way down. Okay. So possibly this time lifting straight up into upward facing dog. You don't have to. You can do cobra pose. We're going to head to down dog straight from here. So if you want to do up dog, the heel of the hand at your waist. Right, pull your hands back. Curl the tailbone under. Inhale. Lift the head, the chest. Straighten the arms. Lift your thighs, your hips off the floor. Heart comes forward. Inhale. Exhale. Roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Phew. All right. Short. Left leg up. Inhale. Turn the toes out. Lift the hip. Bend the knee. Come into the stretch. Take a couple breaths. I need to sit. All right, straighten your leg and square your hips. Reach the left leg back. Take a big breath. Inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose. Round the spine. Inhale. Reach the leg. Forward, knee to your nose. Round. Touch your right arm with your knee. Touch. Lift the leg. Inhale. One more time. Nose. Right arm. Right wrist. Above the elbow, lift. Reach the leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Step your foot between your hands. Back knee down. Flatten the foot. Sweep up on Anjaneyasana. Melt the shoulders down. Hips melt forward. Hands to your heart. Lengthen forward. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand down. Left arm reaches. Breathe. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee. Lunge twist. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Top hand down. Step the back foot forward. Top of the mat. Inhale. Halfway lift to exhale. Fold in half. Inhale. Rise up. Sweep the arms. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Take a breath. Inhale. Sigh it out. Exhale. Shake out the arms. Relax your shoulders. I bring my feet a little closer together. Standing in Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Try and touch the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Lengthen through the sit bones, the tailbone towards the back edge of your mat. Lift the chest a little higher, try, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, walk it back, float back. Right, take the vinyasa, chaturanga to up dog maybe. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Press back. You can bring your feet just a hair closer. We're going to take the down dog twist. So pick your right hand up. Reach your left hand back for your, your right hand up. Reach back for your left leg. Your left ankle, shin, knee. Right, press the thighs back and rotate. Here too, trying to rotate the ribs. Right, one more breath. Maybe looking under your left arm. Gently release it. Plant the right hand. Now your left arm gets a break. Right, reach back for your right ankle, shin, knee. Press the thighs back and rotate the ribs. Right, puffing the left side of the waist, back of the waist. One more breath. Release it to down dog. Oh, right, appreciate all that. Stretch back your long, hug the belly. Send the right leg up into the air, inhale. Exhale, round the spine, pull the knee forward, step. Let's come up to crescent pose. Lift up, lengthen the tailbone. Lengthen, breathe. Right, send the arms wide. Right, rotate the palms to face up. Take an inhale. Left side of the waist, pulls back. Right, rotate the ribs, the shoulders. Keep trying to push the left side of the waist back. Can I keep my belly button pointing straight ahead? It's not easy. Open wide. Square the hips. Drop the outer right hip down. All right, this is going to be super fun. Look forward. Reach your left hand. Keep the twist. Right, reach your left hand. Come all the way forward. Pick your left foot up. Ardha Chandrasana twist. It's practically the same thing. Open the chest. Lift the back side of the, lift the left waist. Just think of it that way. Away from the floor. The back of the waist to the ceiling. Right, lengthen the heart forward. Take one more breath here. Look down. Bend the left right knee. Bend the right knee to come back into crescent pose. Sweep it up. Steady. How's your breath? Inhale. Exhale. Bring it down. Hands to the floor. Step back. Just take your vinyasa. Right, whichever version. You can go straight to down dog. Take a breather in child's pose. Right, but just appreciate the heat that the twist brings. Right? Okay, so of course, we're going to do that on the other side. So sending the left leg up, inhale, exhale, step forward, into the crescent pose, lift up, hip bones up, right, from the outer left hip back and in, strong. Even right now, can you kind of fill up the back of the waist on both sides? They get broad across the kidney band. Oh, sorry, arms out wide. I was going to bring the hands to the heart. Arms out wide. Keep that, the back of the waist also wide. And slowly rotate to the left. Right, breathe here. Can you bring the right side of the waist back? And just rotate the ribs from the outer left hip in. Right. Breathe. Shoulders down, arms reaching. Point your belly button forward. Darn it, there we go. One more breath. Look forward. Big step and reach, right? Reach your right hand beyond your front foot. Step into the Ardha Chandrasana twist. So the right hip, standing leg hip lengthens back. Right side of the waist lifts towards the ceiling. And lengthen your heart forward. Open up. And breathe. Keep lifting the right side of the waist. Lengthen the left hip back. Take one more breath. Through your crescent lunge, bend the left knee. Land on the ball of your right foot. Sweep it up. Oh. Inhale. Then exhale. Hands come down, step back. Any vinyasa, it's up to you. Oh. Right back to down dog. Oh. Breathe. Smooth, steady breath. Stretch back, lift the belly. All right. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, round. Step it forward. Bring your back foot a little closer. Heel down. Lift the chest. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Some easy Parsvottanasana. Now, your hands can be on blocks, the floor. They can be around your front foot, even a little forward, or possibly reaching back. Palms press, melt the chest down the leg, and lengthen the outer right hip back. Press the left leg straight. Press your left thigh bone into the back of your leg. Take one more breath here. Slowly lifting the chest, firm your glutes. Hands to your hips, let's come all the way up to stand. Okay, I'm gonna turn to face you just in case. I think you guys already know this, but just in case. Right, let's take a couple of breaths in the, I'm sweating, in the Parsvottanasana. So arms out wide, thumbs turned down, hidden prayer, tuck it in, right, press the palms. Takes a second to get that, at least it does for me. Elbows in, like you're trying to tuck your arms into the sides of your ribs, right? Squeeze in, straight in. Lift the chest, inhale, hug the rib tips in. Exhale, fold. Firm the glutes, right? Keep some engagement there. Just a few breaths in the stretch. All right, lift till your torso is parallel to the floor. Send the arms out wide. Into the Trikonasana twist. Inhale, longest spine. Lift the left side of the waist to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate the ribs, the shoulders. Right, can you bring your hand to the floor or a block? Inside the front foot, maybe outside the front foot. Lengthen your heart forward and your outer right hip back. And again, can you lift the left side of your waist towards the ceiling? Right, reach the top arm up. Take another breath. Inhale, exhale, take it down. Take a breath to soften. All right, and then take a vinyasa. Bend the right knee, step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Right, lower down. Cobra pose, maybe upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. All right. My goodness. It's a little warm in here, but I'm sweating. Okay. Side two. From your down dog, left leg, lift it, inhale. Exhale, step forward. Back foot a little closer. So a few breaths in the easy Parsvottanasana. Squaring the hips, left hip back, lengthen forward, inhale, fold, exhale. So hands, where do you want them? Right, you can decide. Fingers pointing back, lengthen. Whatever you're doing, really. All right, so outer left hip back, right thigh bone pressing back. All right, lengthen one more time. Slowly begin to lift. Bring your hands to your hips, come all the way up. Parshvantanasana, just a couple of breaths. Arms out wide, thumbs turned down, tuck in. My shirt gets in between my hands. Okay. There we go. Press the elbows in towards your sides. Soften the ribs in. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, out into the fold. Come all the way out and in. Lengthen the left hip back. Press the right thigh back. Enjoy the stretch. This is the easy part. Lift till you're parallel. Lift the belly. Arms wide. Stretch it. Lift the right side of the waist up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate. Wherever is comfortable for you to bring your hand down, inside or outside, the floor or a block. Right, lengthen forward. Lift the right side of the waist again towards the ceiling and start to turn. Right, turn, turn. Lengthen forward. Oh, there we go. Lengthen the left hip back. Lift the right side of the waist and rotate the ribs, the shoulders. Maybe look up. Oh my gosh, take one more breath. Slowly bring it down. Holy guacamole. Oof, okay. Bend the front knee, step the front foot back, step the back foot back, or in any order, doesn't really matter. Take the vinyasa. You don't have to, of course. Oh my goodness. Back to down dog. Take a breath. I'm gonna just take a sip and wipe some of the sweat off my face. Oh, all right. It's warm. I'm a kind of fiery person. You may know that about me already. So when the weather warms up, woo, and I get sweaty. Okay. My daughters love me for that trait. Press back. Find your downward facing dog. I say that because I gave it to them. They have excellent cooling systems. All right. Let's press back. Stretch back, inhale. Exhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees. Walk or float. Feet to hands. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Bend. Let your pose. Melt the shoulders down, away from your neck. Bring your hands to your heart. Can you puff the back of the waist right now? Right, fill this up. Bend and lean. We'll go this way. Lengthen forward, inhale. Let's bring the left elbow outside the right knee. Okay, so as soon as you do that, fix your legs, level off your knees, puff the left back of the waist, and rotate the ribs, the shoulders. Breathe here. Wide collarbones. Try and lift up off your legs a little bit, and then see if you can open the arms. The bottom hand to the floor, top arm to the sky. All right, if you happen to be able to get your bottom hand on the floor, right, then we'll bring the right hand to meet it down there. So here comes the fun part. Leaning out into your hands, bend your elbows, and see if you can scoop your feet up off the floor. Yeah, like a Pada Bakasana. Oh, not the easiest way to get into that side balance. If you want, you can land back on the balls of your feet and try it again from the floor. Tuck in. Obviously, not obviously, but it is a little bit easier. Tuck in, and you can try it again. Lift your butt, right, lean, right, float your feet. Oh, right, when you're done, stand up, shake it out. We're gonna just do the other side. I know. I figured it'd be super warm, so we could just try silly things. Okay. I don't know that we've attempted to get into side crow from chair twist before, so that's fun. And we're gonna try one more, actually, after this. One more arm balance twist. So save yourself a little bit, okay? Save yourself a little bit. Okay, let's do chair pose. Then, and reach. And it's fine to just do the twist, of course, right? You don't have to do the arm balance, but maybe try, just you never know. Lengthen, inhale, puff the back of the waist. Exhale, take your time, right? There's no reason to rush any of this, right? Snuggle in, adjust your legs, puff the back of the right waist, right? And then rotate the ribs, the shoulders. Take your time. Longest spine, right? It's very precise. Bring your left hand, right hand, darn it. Right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. Breathe, lengthen the spine. All right, so if you're on the outside of your leg, right, bring your right hand, your right hand's already there. Flatten your right hand, bring your left hand to the floor. And then just lean out, right, scoop your belly, keep the hips lifted. Just squiggle your feet a little bit, and then just lift them up and see what happens. If you want to try from the heel lifted squat, set up from there, no problem. Hold on one second. Just gonna grab a Kleenex. Okay, just something's gonna mop this a little bit, okay. Right? Okay, so top of the mat. Like, we're gonna do one more, just one more and that's it. Okay. Not that's all we're doing. It's not a shavasana after that. Last crazy twisting thing. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Any vinyasa, including no vinyasa, right? Step or float. Back to down dog. Right, okay, so I'm gonna turn so you can see what I'm doing. Lift your right leg, inhale. Step it through, exhale. Come up, crescent. All right, now, we have attempted this before, but right, maybe some of you haven't, I'm not 100% sure. So bring your hands to your heart, lengthen forward. So again, into the twist, hook the elbow, puff the waist, right, especially the left side. Press your palms and begin to open up and rotate. Now, it's very useful to have your elbow past your knee, past your thigh, right? So your leg is up your arm and you're not right at your knee or right at your elbow, right? So, can you bring your bottom hand to the floor? That's gonna be a big part of this. Top arm reaches, and then look down. Bring the right hand down. And now you scoot your feet out and Ekapada, Kundanyasana A, the twist. Ta-da! So that may or may not work out. The key is when you're in your lunge, that you're away from your knee and away from your elbow, right? So your leg is up your arm. And then this will give you something to work with, right? You can lean into that, bent elbows, you know. Okay, so of course, however that went, You're getting a great twist out of this, if nothing else. Let's try the other side. And again, if you're not doing the arm bounce, just do the twist. Twist is obviously plenty of work, so no worries. If you're kind of sort of maybe, then just give it a whirl, because I mean, honestly, if you don't do it, nothing bad happens, so it's okay. All right. Plant the hands, lift the hips. Oh, stretch. Okay. Left side, lift up, inhale. Step it through, exhale. Crescent pose. Get my feet in the right spot, come on up. So we're not gonna spend an inordinate amount of time here, so just a couple of breaths. Lengthen, right? Hands to the heart. There's a little fuzzball on me. Lengthen forward. All right, I'm just gonna narrow my stance just a hair. All right, heart goes forward, lift the belly. Right, inhale. Exhale, twist. And then again, right side of the waist, puff it up towards the ceiling. Snuggle in. I use my hand. It's just easier. Right, take your time. Go forward and rotate. Back leg straight. Right, okay. Off the right side of the waist. Maybe the bottom hand comes down. The top arm reaches up. Yeah. Okay. So when I first start this, I'm kind of on my fingertips until I really plant my hand, and then my left hand out to the side, and you do kind of tip over, and then you just lean and open up. And Ekapada, Kundanyasana, A. Okay, give that a whirl. I'm kind of squinting at the pictures. Oh my gosh. Unravel your twist and come on out if that's what you're still doing. And let's take a breath or two in the child's pose. So just come on down, arms can be back, which is my personal favorite, my hands back by my feet. Or you can go arms overhead, they're all good. It's not like one is better than the other. This is just what I personally like. Especially after doing a bunch of arm things. I feel like my shoulders are happier. They're just back. All right. Well, that was fun. Okay, so let's actually give our arms a little bit of a break and do a bridge pose right now. Bridge pose, maybe Urdhva, which is not giving your arms a break, but at least the first round will be bridge pose, and that will give your arms a break. And then you can see where you're at. If we'll hopefully still have a little bit of time to go upside down, but I want to just use the heat in the upper back and just get right into a back bend, and then plus your arms get a second to recuperate before we try and go upside down. So that said, let's come on our backs, lie down, knees bent, feet flat, regular bridge pose, you know, just do your back bend with the intention that we had earlier in class, right? So the challenge now is that we don't have the floor for feedback like we do in Shavasana and Cobra pose and up dog. So now we have to really pay attention, right? So feet hip distance, whole foot pressing, right? Nice even pressing. Lifting the hips. Right now we have to imagine that we have the floor here. Press the pubic bone into the floor so that you feel a little bit of the belly drop back, right? Drop back, and then keep that as you continue to lift up. As you begin to interlace, right? Again, lengthening through the tailbone, bring your attention to that bottom rib and start to make your way up your spine, right? Coil it in, puff the chest, lengthen the tailbone, breathe, breathe, and then slowly take it down, down, all the way down. You can lie on top of your arms, which I actually kind of like, or not. You obviously don't have to do that. Okay, it's like you made yourself a little bed with your arms. All right, I I'm gonna do Urdhva right now. But that doesn't mean you have to. If bridge pose is a better place for your body today, do bridge. It's a glorious back bend. Maybe you challenge the back bend by scooching your feet in and trying to grab on, right? The whole job is to puff your chest and press your shins, to stack your knees over your ankles, right? So really, we want that same orientation in Urdhva too. So whichever back bend you're doing, feet start the same, hip distance, fairly close to you. And then if you're doing bridge, you lift the hips and interlace the opposite interlace. If you're doing Urdhva, plant the palms, right? Puff your chest up onto the top of your head, hug the elbows in, and then the rest of the way up. Oh, right? Coil the spine in and lengthen the tailbone. Oh. Breathe. And then come down as you're ready, if you haven't already. Oh my gosh. Back bends, especially when you've done a bunch of twists. Right, your upper back hopefully feels pretty mobile. All right, so we're gonna do one more, and then we'll take a break and have a couple of minutes of upside down time. Okay, we'll take a break and do an easy lying down twist. Okay, one more back bend of your choice. I'm gonna come back into Urdhva. I'm gonna actually come onto my head and do Dvipada, Viparita, Dandasana. So on the top of your head, I have to lift my heels for a second, but right, you can come onto your elbows. Right off the chest. All right. Big headstand, kind of. Right, okay. Out as you're ready. Woo! Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm just sweaty. Hug your knees in. Hug your knees in, maybe rock gently side to side. All right, let that feel good. And then we'll take our twist, the one that we usually do at the beginning of class. So you can stack the knees or you can cross. So let's cross the right leg on the left and come over to the left. Oh, I'm actually going to my actual left right now in case it's different from what I was doing before, which it is. You breathe and soften. Notice your breath. Feel your heart beating. Right, it's good. I totally forgot about our Sicily, but maybe you didn't. I had so many other things to talk about. I forgot about our breath. I mean, our special breath work that we came up with for these sweaty days. Come on up to center. I probably could have used that earlier. Cross the other way if you're crossing, and then over to the other side. Oh, you can do it now if you want that nice cooling breath. So making the straw of your tongue, or just bringing your teeth to lightly touch your front teeth. And just pulling the breath through your teeth or pulling your breath through the straw of your tongue. All right, gently back to center. I actually don't mind being sweaty so much. It makes me feel like I'm doing something, you know, it's just slippery. Okay. That's good. All right, so if you're not too tired to do an active inversion, let's do that. If you're like, oh my gosh, you're seeing my arms. You don't have to do that. You can put your legs up, do Viparita Karani, or, you know, take it easy. You don't necessarily have to do a big active inversion right now. I'm going to do Pinchamayurasana just because I haven't done that in a couple of weeks and feel like I want to. You can do any inversion, headstand, handstand, pincha, Viparita Karani, you know? And if you know shoulder stand, if you're comfortable doing that on your own without instruction, you can do that too. If your neck is healthy and everything's fine, you know, I'm okay with that. But some kind of legs in the air position will be good right now. All right. Just a couple of minutes, and then we'll just go all cooling down 100%. So feel free to play with a little twisting in your inversion, or a little extra back bendiness in the upper back, if you can control that in your lower back while you're upside down.
Well, the stretch feels good. Say
that. All right, last call. Feel free to take a moment or two in child's pose, and especially if you're doing a headstand with your head on the floor, do child's pose for a couple breaths. All right. Excellent work, everyone. Let's sit and we'll cool down. We'll cool down all the way. Maybe not all the way, but we'll cool down for Shavasana anyway. All right. Sitting tall in Dandasana. I appreciate all this nice heat in the body. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lengthen. That heat is so good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. So this heat, it's our Agni, right? Tapas, right? We're showing up, we're working hard, we're burning, right? We create this fire, and our Agni helps to purify the body, right? Purify the body in the way that we're like burning through stuff, you know, using our energy and the fuel of digestion and all of that we get when we move and do things. And then also using the fire to like burn through the nonsense that the mind throws at us, right? Like we're here in our practice, we're paying attention, we're in that heat, right? All that other stuff just melts away. All right, so using that fire to just help cleanse the mind, cleanse the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come up the rest of the way. All right, we'll do a couple versions of Janu Sirsasana. So first, the straight ahead version. So let's pull the left foot back and have the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. And if you want to do the more open version, feel free to do that. It's totally fine. Just bring the leg back a little bit more if you want more stretch in your back. All right. Square towards the straight leg, draw the left ribs forward, and lengthen. If you can reach your foot, grab it. If not, it's totally fine to have your hands on the floor or whatever, you know, makes sense for you to try and lengthen forward. So the outer left hip and thigh rolls down towards the floor, the left sit bone towards the floor, and then we lengthen forward. Take a couple more breaths in Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale the rest of the way. And then we'll come into the Parivrita. So I'm just going to square myself off and open up my right leg out to the side. So it's kind of like I'm doing Upavishta, except one leg is in. right? Our wide angle pose, it's sort of like that. Okay. My hair's not quite long enough to like stay up. Okay. Let's turn towards the bent leg. And then reach your right hand to your right inner thigh, inner leg. And slide your hand down. And maybe you catch your foot, maybe you don't. Doesn't really matter that much if you do or not. More, use your arm, your hand inside your leg to open your chest a bit and sweep it over. Oh, your left arm up and over, that is. Here too, the right sit bone. Your left sit bone. Your left sit bone down towards the floor. Maybe looking up at the ceiling. This is Parivrita Jana Shavasana. The twist. Okay. We're just using it to stretch our sides. We don't care about the twist that much. Turn the gaze down. Sweep the left arm up and over and out to the left. And reach it away and stretch your neck. Oh my goodness. Open the chest a bit to find a little more stretch. Well, possibly that helps you anyway. One more breath. Oh my gosh. And just use the left hand to kind of pull you back up and just take a moment. Appreciate the difference in your two sides. And let's do the other side. Janu, regular, straight ahead. This is seriously one of my favorite all-time poses of all the poses, like handstands and everything. This is just probably because my low back really appreciates a good stretch. All right, so outer right hip and thigh down towards the floor. Right sit bone down to the floor. Right ribs coming forward and we lengthen. Oh my goodness. Let the spine stretch and lengthen, the low back, your hamstring, your calf. Just notice all the things that get to stretch in this position. All right, one more breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale the rest of the way, lift. All right, so you may find that you're a little bit sideways. I'm just gonna square myself off to you all and open up the left leg out to the side. So you should feel kind of, this should be relatively comfortable. So you can kind of arrange your legs so you feel reasonably comfortable here. And then turn towards the bent knee. So we're opening the chest. Left hand reaches back, reaches back. Slide your hand down. Maybe you catch your foot. It's not really about that. You just want to use the leverage to open up, right? Open up, sweep it over. If we were really working the twist, maybe we would want to grab on. But why we're doing this is for the side stretch. So hug the belly back. We're gonna keep the low back supported. Sink the right sit bone, sink the right outer thigh to the floor. All right, and then turning the gaze down. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put my phone on silent. Reach the right arm up and over, and I'm just gonna really quick turn that off. Sorry, guys. Take a couple more stretches. Breaths, I mean. Okay, sorry about that. And then slowly come on up. And just take a moment. Relax your shoulders, soften. Okay, let's bring the soles of the feet together. Press the feet away from you a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Forward fold, round the spine. Let your forehead come down towards your feet. Right, soften the upper back, relax. Just breathe into the stretch. If you want to move your feet a little closer or a little farther away, I'm going to bring mine in just a hair. Feel free to do that. Closer will give you more sensation. And further away, potentially anyway, will give you less. Last breath or two. Relax your jaw, relax your upper back. All right, big breath, inhale. Sigh it out. Slowly roll up, all the way up. Bring your knees together. Take a breath here. Soften, relax your hips. Let your head just melt down towards your knees. All right. Let's lie down. It is that time, people. Hold on. Roll back. Just take a moment to hug your knees into your chest. Feel free to rock gently side to side. And then maybe a happy baby. That always feels good. You can kick the heels out and stretch the thighs or whatever stretchy things you want to do as you set yourself up for Shavasana. So take your time and finish up whatever you're doing, and then legs out long, maybe. Do you want to put your towel or your blanket under your knees or back underneath your chest, or maybe on top of your hips? It's very soothing. Right, just feeling this gentle weight. Legs however wide, arms however wide. Lengthening through the back of your neck. Slide your shoulder blades away from your ears and let the tops of the shoulders just feel spacious and wide. Breathe. Take an inhale and sigh it out. All right. Resting in Shavasana will take a couple of minutes to allow the body to rest, the mind to just absorb the practice. Let your whole body relax and rest in Shavasana. slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. If you want to stretch, reach the arms overhead, stretch the legs. Oh, and as you're ready, one last hugging of the knees in towards your chest. You put the blanket or a towel on your hips. Move that out of the way. Roll to your right side. And then we'll sit. Press the floor away. Oh, come up to seated. That was good. I got sweaty. All right, as you come to sit, just notice, right? Appreciate how you feel. Notice how your body feels, your mind, right? It's the practice, right? You show up, you do your part, and the practice will always do its part, right? So notice how you feel. Notice how you feel right now. Bringing the palms to press at the heart, snuggle the thumbs to the sternum. If you're up for an Om, let's take an Om. Exhale. Inhale the breath. Inhale. Out the chin. Exhale. Pausing in gratitude. Grateful, grateful. Even in the midst of all the craziness, there's always things to be grateful for. Even grateful for the craziness, right? It helps us grow, helps us evolve, and if nothing else, gives us some good stories to tell, right? Grateful, grateful. We're very lucky. Thank you so much, everyone, for practice this morning. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday. Namaste. Namaste. And happy Mother's Day to you, all you mothers. I think maybe it's everyone right now, but I'm not sure. Hold on. If I don't see you on Sunday, yes, have a fabulous weekend and stay cool. Good gravy. Stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. It's going to be hot out there. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Christine. Happy Mother's Day.
You're welcome. Thank you. You too. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Bob.
Bye.
Bob, I said hi.
So you're going to have class on Mother's Day?
Yeah, there will be class, but Ed's going to sub for me.
Oh, good for you.
I waffled so much, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to take a Mother's Day off. And yeah, and Ed's great. Like who doesn't want Ed? So yeah, so he's going to teach for me, and I may even just take the class. I know. Wild. I know. I'm just crazy. Anyway, so yeah, there will be class for sure, and Ed will take excellent care of you. I have all the confidence.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. You're welcome.
Guys.
Have an awesome day, everyone. Bye, Vera. Have a good one. Bye, Julie.
I miss you guys all, but I got most of the tomatoes in. So
Oh, tomatoes!
soon.
Okay, I'm excited. You can bring some to the studio.
Well, by end of June, I may feel okay with that.
Okay, all right.
I'll leave you a basket outside the door.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye, guys.